Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Folks, old and new, all are welcome here. Any creature from this divine earth, or any creatures from the universe, are welcome to listen in on today's episode of The Sleepy Reader. So today, I thought that we would be reading some poems from the collection called The Poetry of Emily Dickinson. The copy I have in my hand is by Red Cloud Classics. They make some incredible books, not sponsored. But they do make some incredible books. Anyway, before we begin, thank you all for joining me in reading these wonderful poems. And if you are about to whisk yourself away to the land of dreams and submarines, I urge you to get a blanket, get a pillow, get comfy, and yeah, just prepare yourself. Hope you all had a good day, and thank you for listening. And yeah, well, without further ado, the poetry of Emily Dickinson. 1. Success. Success is counted sweetest by those who never succeed. To comprehend the nectar requires sorest mead. Not one of all the purple host who took the flag today can tell the definition so clear of victory. As he defeated dying on whose forbidden ear the distant strains of triumph break agonized and clear. Our share of night to bear, our share of morning, our blank in bliss to fell, our blankest scorning. Here a star and there a star, some lose their way. Here a mist and there a mist, afterwards day. Now we're going to be reading Rouge et Noir. Soul, wilt thou toss again? By just a hazard, hundreds have lost indeed, but tens have won in all. Angels' breathless ballot lingers to record thee. Imps in eager carcass, raffle for my soul. Rouge Gamay. 'Tis so much joy, 'tis so much joy, if I should fail what purgatory. And yet as poor as I have ventured all upon it to roam, have gained, yes, hesitated, so this side of victory. Life is but life, and death is but death, bliss is but bliss, and breath but breath. And if indeed I fell, at least I know the worst is sweet. Defeat means nothing but defeat, no drearier can prevail. And if I gain, O gun at sea, O bells that in the steeples be, at first repeat it slow, for heaven is a different thing, conjectured and waked sudden in, and might overwhelm me so. Glee, the great storm is over, 4 have recovered the land, 40 gone down together into the boiling sand. Ring for the scant salvation, toll for the bonny souls, neighbour and friend and bridegroom spinning upon the shoals. How they will tell the shipwreck when winter shakes the door, till the children ask but the 40, did they come back no more? Then a silence suffuses the story, and a softness the teller's eye, and the children no further question, and only the waves reply. If I can stop one heart from breaking, I shall not live in vain. If I can ease one life the aching, or cool one pain, or help one fainting robin unto his nest again, I shall not live in vain. Almost. Within my reach I could have touched, I should have chanced that way. Soft sauntered through the village, sauntered so soft away. So unexpected violets within the fields lie low, too low for striving fingers that passed an hour ago. A wounded deer leaps highest, I've heard the hunter tell, 'tis but the ecstasy of death, and then the break is still. The smitten rock that gushes, the trampled steel that springs, a cheek is always redder, just when the hectic stings. Mirth is the knell of anguish, and what it cautions on, lest anybody spy the blood, and your heart exclaim. The heart asks for pleasure first, and then excuse from pain, and then those little anodynes that deaden suffering, and then to go to sleep, and then if it should be, the will of inquisitor, the liberty to die. In the library. A precious mouldering pleasure it is to meet an antique book, in just the dress his century wore, a privilege, I think. His venerable hand to take and warming in our own, a passage back or two to make to times when he was young, his quaint opinions to inspect, his knowledge to unfold, on what concerns our mutual mind, the literature of old. What interested scholars most was competitions ran, when Plato was a certainty, and Sophocles a man, when Sappho was a living girl, and Beatrice wore the gown that Dante defied, facts centuries before. He traverses familiar as one should come to town, and tell you all your dreams were true, he lived where dreams were sound. His presence in enrichment, you beg him not to go. Old volumes shake the vellum hands and tantalize just so. Much madman in a divinous sense, to much a discerning eye. Much sense to stoutest madness, 'tis the majority. In this as all prevails, assent and you are sane. The mare you're straightway dangerous and handled with a chain. I asked no other thing, no other was denied. I offered being for it, the mighty merchant smiled. Brazil he twirled a button, without a glance my way. But madam, is there nothing else that we can show today? Exclusion. The soul selects her own society, then shuts the door. On her divine majority obtrude no more. Unmoved she notes the chariots pausing at her low gate, unmoved an emperors kneeling upon her mat. I've known her from an ample nation choose one, then close the vows of her attention like stone. The secret. Some things that fly there be, birds, owls, the bumblebee. Of these no elegy. Some things that stay there be, grief holds eternity, nor this behoveth me. There are that wrestling rise, can I expound the skies, how still the riddle lies. The lonely house. I know some lonely houses off the road are robbed like the look of wooden bird, and windows hanging low, inviting a portico where two could creep, one hand the tools, the other peep, to make sure all's asleep, old-fashioned eyes, not easy to surprise. How orderly the kitchens look by night, with just a clock, but they could gag the tick, and mice won't bark, and no, the walls won't tell, none will. A pair of spectacles jar just stare, in almanacs aware, was the mat rinked or just a nervous star? The moon slides down the stair to see who is there. There's plunder, ware, tankard or spoon, earring or stone, or watch and ancient brooch, to match the grandma's stayed sleeping there. Days rattle too, stealth slow. The sun has got as far as the dead sycamore. Scream chanticleer, who's there? As echoes strains away, sneer where? While the old couple just to stare, fancy the sunrise left the door ajar. To fight aloud is very brave, but gallantry I know, who change within the bosom the cavalry of woe. Who win and who nations do not see, who fall and none observe, whose dying eyes no country regards with patriot love. We trust in plumed possession, for such the angels go, rank and after, with even feet and uniforms of snow. Dawn. When night is almost done, and sunrise grows so near, that we can touch the species, it's time to move the hair. And get the dimples ready, and wonder we could care for the old faded midnight, the frightened but an hour. The Book of Martyrs. Red sweet, how others strove till we are stouter, what they renounced till we are less afraid, how many times they bore the faithful witness till we are helped as if a kingdom cared. Let them of faith that shone above the fagot, clear strain of hymn the river could not drown. Brave names of men and celestial women passed out of record into renown. The mystery of pain. Pain is an element of blank, it cannot recollect what it began, or if there were a day when it was not. It has no future but itself, its infinite realms contain. Its past enlightened to perceive new periods of pain. I taste the liquor never brewed from tankard scooped in pearl. Not all the vats upon the Rhine yield such an alcohol, inebriate of Erin Ime and debauchee of dew, revealing through endless summer days from inns of molten blue, when landlords stand the drunken bee of old foxglove's door, when butterflies renounce their dream, I shall drink them all. Ever swing the snowy hats and saints no window run, to see the little tippler leaning against the sun. Well, I believe that is it for this small edition. Now, this is of course just to get started with everything. The next thing we should be reading, I believe, will be either Wuthering Heights or Dante's Inferno. Anyhow, thank you all for joining me, and may you dream dreams wonderfully dreaming dreams. Have a good night, everybody, and if you ever need to, I will be here to read to you. Good night.